In this video, we are going to solve some numericals of kinematics. Before solving the numericals, let us look at some tips and tricks before solving the numericals. The first trick, or you can say a law which will help you a lot, is the Galileo's law of odd number. It is the Galileo's law of odd number. Yeah, sorry. So it is the Galileo's law of odd number. First is the Galileo's law of odd number. It states that if a body is undergoing constant acceleration, if acceleration is constant, it states that if acceleration is constant, then the ratio of distances covered by the body in equal intervals of time, for example, in the first second, if the body cover x distance, so in the second it will cover 3x distance, and in the third second the body will cover 5x distance, and so on. Means the ratio of distances covered by a body in equal intervals of time is 1 ratio, 3 ratio, 5 ratio, 7 ratio, 9, and so on. The odd number, this series of odd number continues. So this is also a very So, this is the Galileo's law of odd number. You must remember, if the distance covered in the first interval is x, if the distance covered in the first interval is x, so the distance covered in the next interval will be 3x, and in the next interval it will be, and in the third interval of time it will be 5x, and in the fourth interval it will be 7x, and so on, like this only. So this is Galileo's law of odd number. Moving to the next tip. Now we have one formula that will help us a lot while solving the numericals. We have the formula for calculating the distance or the displacement covered in nth second. So for nth second, the distance covered is u plus a into n minus 1 by 2 in bracket. So this is the formula. This is the formula for calculating the speed covered in the distance covered in nth second, where this u is the initial velocity, a is the constant acceleration, and n is the nth second. For example, if I say distance covered in sixth second, so it will be u plus the constant acceleration, then 6 minus 1 by 2. So this, like this, we will apply the formula, we will use the formula. Okay, so this was the second formula of calculating the distance covered in nth second. So nth second, distance covered in nth second is initial velocity, distance covered in nth second is the initial velocity plus acceleration times n minus 1 by 2, where a is the acceleration, use the initial velocity, is the distance covered in nth second. Clear? Moving to the basic formulas of the chapter. Formula for calculating velocity. We know that velocity is rate of change in position, rate of change of displacement. So v is equal to s by t, or we can write it as delta x by delta t, which is also correct. Now average speed, which is denoted by this, or you can also write it as this v and putting a bar above v. So you can also denote it in this way. Yeah. So average velocity is the total distance covered by total time taken. Total distance covered in total time taken. Very simple it is. You have been studying this from class 7th only. Now, moving ahead, the three equations of motion, you must learn these equations by heart. You must scram these motions. These motions are the very important these equations are the very important formulas for the chapter. First equation is V is equal to U plus AT. Second equation is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third equation is V square plus is equal to U square plus 2AS, where V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity, A is the constant acceleration, and T is the time interval, the time taken for the motion, where S is the displacement. S is displacement, not distance. It is not distance, remember, it is displacement. So this we have, and apart from these formulas, let me tell you one thing. There's a this formula. If acceleration is not given in the question, so by applying two formulas from these equations and then calculating first acceleration and then putting the value of acceleration in either of the three equations and then getting the value, you can avoid these methods and simply use this formula, that displacement, that displacement is equal to average velocity into time. And you know that average velocity, there is another formula for this average velocity, that is initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. This also gives you the value of average velocity. So displacement is this. You can also, if acceleration is not given, you can directly apply this formula and calculate it. So now moving to the questions, moving ahead to the questions are with us. The first question, that is based on average velocity or mean velocity. Average velocity is also called mean velocity. The question states a person travels along a straight road for the first half time with velocity v1 and the second half time with velocity v2. For example, the question says a body starts from this point, suppose this point is A, moves to this point B. So it covers certain distance, we don't know about the distance, and covers this distance in t second, and the remaining distance also in t second. And the first in the first half second, in the first t second, it covers the distance with v1 velocity, and in the second t second it covers the distance in v2 velocity. So here in this case, average velocity will be, that has been asked in the question, average velocity is total distance by total time taken. So the distance for this, the distance would be velocity into time, that is v1 into t. For this, the distance is velocity into time, that is v2 into t. So we have this distance, we can put distance as v1t plus v2t by what is the total time, t plus t. Solving it, you will get below 2t, so you will get you will take t common, we have v1 plus v2 by 2t, so this t will cancel this t, you are left with mean velocity is equal to v1 plus v2 by 2, which is our answer. So in this question, first is the correct answer, v1 plus v2 by 2. So this is the first question. And similar to this, one more case comes. It is like, if a body, now listen me carefully, if a body covers half the distance, if it is s and it is also s, so it covers half the distance, this half distance with velocity v1 and the remaining half distance with velocity v2, then its average velocity would be, it will be 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. You can also derive this as I have solved this question. So let me derive it for you. So average velocity is equal to total distance by total time taken. Total distance is s plus s, that is 2s by total time. For this time is distance by velocity, so s by v1, and for this time is s by v2. So this is t1, this is t2. Now put the value here, t1 plus t2, that is s by v1 plus s by v2. 2s, you will take s as common, you are left with 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. You will cancel these s in by s, so you are left with 2, taking LCM v1 v2, so v1 plus v2, it will go up, and 2 v1 plus v2 by v1, 2 v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. So this is another important fact you must remember. Is this clear? This part, okay, then this you must remember. Now similar to this question, now if a question is asked to you that if a body travels 1/3 of a distance, if a body covers, if this is s, this is s, this is also s, equal distances, 1/3, this is 1/3 of the distance, total distance, this is also 1/3, this is also 1/3. So if a body covers 1/3 of a distance with v1 velocity, and the next 1/3 with v2 velocity, and the last 1/3 with v3 velocity, then find the mean velocity. Here you will also apply the same formula. For this, t1 would be equal to s by v1. For here t2 would be s by v2. t3 would be s by v3. So you know that v mean, that is v average, is equal to total distance, that is here in this case 3s by s by v1 plus s by v2 plus s by v3. So taking s common, from the denominator you have 3s, by taking s common you have 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3. S will cancel this s, you are left with this 3 by, you will take LCM as v1 v2 v3, and here it will be v2 v3 plus v1 v3 plus v1 v2. So it will become 3 v1 v2 v3 by v2 v3, or simply you can rearrange in a very systematic order, v1 v2 plus v2 v3 plus v3 v1. So this is the formula for calculating this. So if you focus on this part, this particular area, you will get a very clear idea in your mind. Now if it says that if a body covers 1/nth, if the total distance, suppose the total distance is s, so if the body covers s by n equal distances with, like that, v1 velocity, v2 velocity, v3 velocity, v4 velocity, and so on, like vn velocity. So in this case you will get you will get V mean as similar, resembling this case. If it is 3, it is n. In place of 3, you will put here n. n by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 plus 1 by v4, and like that, so on to 1 by vn. So this will be a general formula. So in this video we discussed about average velocity in detail. From the concepts we have discussed, like Galileo's law and other things, questions from those concepts we will do questions in the upcoming videos.